is the pre-review of the KJW M1911 Tactical. First thing I have to say about this gun are the magazine sizes. The magazines are standard, like WE style mags. I don't know if it'll actually take WE mags because it is KJW. But the magazine style is the same. It has the plastic lip held together with one pin that goes through both sides, plastic gas port on top, metal gas release, and metal port. It looks like it's actually made out of copper. A sliding magazine stop, and underneath that, I don't have anything to actually show you, but the spring that the magazine has inside can actually be pulled out the bottom, so you can replace your spring or this piece here. I haven't seen any replacement parts for the BB push. I'm not sure what that's called. If you know, put it in the description below, or the comments below rather. But you can replace it, apparently. I've also found some replacement parts for the lips because they are prone to break fairly easily, especially in cold weather. Right here, I've only used this pistol a couple times, and there's already a little bit of wear where the magazine catch scratches the top of the magazine before it actually holds the magazine. But other than that, the magazine seems to be a very high quality metal. I don't think you'd have any trouble dropping this onto grass or dirt and getting any problem. I wouldn't drop it on concrete at all. And if you are going to drop it in dirt, make sure you clean it off before you put it in your pistol again. Now that the magazine's covered, we can cover the actual gun itself. The gun itself is made of a high cut. Well, how am I going to put this? The lower, I guess it's the receiver, is in pistol grip area, is made of a high quality plastic. It's not a cover, it's an actual full plastic grip. It's made by Tactical, which a $60 grip in and of itself. I haven't actually tested that theory or gone online to check. I'll put an annotation if it is indeed $60 or what the actual price would be. There are some 45 ACP trademarks on the very top. Has adjustable front and rear sights via hex key and screw. It has a full metal upper slide, and the lower part of the slide here, with where the tactical grip is also metal. So this section through here and the slide are all metal, but all this OD green is plastic. As you can see, it's not a cover, it's an actual plastic. One con I have, just right off the bat, as soon as I got the gun, I was kind of upset. It doesn't have a lanyard catch on the back of it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to put that on there. I think you can buy a replacement piece for this right here that has a lanyard mount on it. I drop my pistol fairly often, and that's how I lost one of my pistols. My very first blowback pistol, in fact. That's how I lost it, is it dropped out of my holster because I forgot to snap it in. Sights are not fiber optic, they are just white dots painted on the back. But as you may be able to tell, it's actually pretty easy to pick up the sight using those. You can see the 45 ACP trademark on the ejector port, and the trigger is also metal now that I think about it. It's ported and it has a trigger adjustment. Right here is a small hex key that you can use to adjust the sensitivity of your trigger. The magazine release is metal and it has a fairly stiff spring. However, your magazines are going to drop out, which is good for speed reloads. I'm thinking about getting one of the KJW magazine ports that you can see on the accelerator pistol, just to make it a little bit easier to reload quickly. Let's see. Oh, the rail frame has only one slot for the screw, and this section here makes it a little bit tough if you're planning on mounting like a grip. Yeah, I know. You're thinking, a grip on a pistol? Okay, I'm turning off this review. No, hear me out. For my original, action camera, I had to mount it to a vertical grip. So the only way to mount it to a pistol was via a vertical grip on this rail. It works, but it's not very steady. I did end up getting the Contour HD action camera, so I won't be using that camera much anymore. I may have it in a rear-facing view to get action of myself, so I see how I'm playing. But that's beside the point. On with the review. there are front and rear grooves on the slide to make it easier to rack the slide, and racking the slide is very smooth. Let me remove the magazine. I don't want to load an extra bullet if I don't have to. Not bullet, but oh yeah, it has an ambidextrous safety. It's quite large of a profile, but you know, I like it actually. Okay, onto the slide. So the slide is very smooth action. It does have the red gas port, which means this gun is CO2 compatible. It has a hopup, which you access by removing the slide and turning a wheel on the inside. The front of the gun does not have the little metal shoot, I'm not even sure. I think it's like the slide buffer on it. This one has an integrated slide buffer on the inside. The original KJW models had a one that stuck out on the outside of the 1911. So if it got turned just a little bit, or even you know, when you were taking it apart to repair it or clean it or whatever, you put it on wrong, just a little bit, the pressure from the slide going forward would break off the metal, and your gun would, you know, lose its front buffer. That happened to my other 1911, and the part I bought for it was too large. Apparently, I don't know whether KJW doesn't make the part for that particular pistol anymore or what. So I had to end up getting this one. The other pistol still works, but it's just not reliable anymore. Lest you think that this pistol itself is not reliable, I was not talking about this pistol. This pistol is extremely reliable. On a full propane tank or green gas can, 1 6 to 8 second fill up on this magazine will last 2 fills of BBs, or 1.5 to 2 fills of BBs. I think this magazine holds like 25 rounds, somewhere around there. I haven't actually counted to see, but it's very, very, very well made. As you can see, it has a little gold sticker that says "Made in Taiwan," so you know where it's made. It does have a KJW trades right below the slide release pin. So you know, if you're into that sort of thing, it does have minimal trades, but not much. It does have Daniel Copa grip trademarks as well. The dovetail safety does work. Now I'm just going to give you a close-up view of the gun. It does have a diamond-ridged grip that's quite comfortable to hold. because it's a double stack style magazine, it is quite wide, wider than the real 1911. So if you're going for realism, you may want to pass this up because it does not have a thinner grip like the real one does. One other quirk I have with the gun, it's not necessarily a con, it may actually be a positive depending on how you look at it. The slide release is not very, doesn't have a very high profile. So releasing it with your thumb is easy, but when you're going to actually push it back up, when the gun is empty, it's a little bit more difficult. If you don't have a nail, or, you know, if you have dry fingers, it may be a problem. So it does have a very satisfying clack when you release it, so that means there's a fairly strong spring inside. However, if you're looking to upgrade the spring, I don't see a reason why you couldn't. Alright, now for a shooting test. The tree you see in the center of the screen, the pine tree, I'm going to be shooting where the tree behind it crosses, and we'll see how many shots I actually get in that area. It's about 50 degrees outside, so it's not the best weather for this, and I haven't filled up this magazine in quite some time, so I'm not sure how many shots I'm going to get off, but it should be okay for an accuracy test. I'm going to shoot 3 shots at slow, taking my time, and then I'll do it fairly fast. Alright, here we go. High, high and to the right, bullseye. Alright, now for 3 consecutive shots quickly. Alright, all 3 of those were very close to the point. Now that I've got the gun dialed in, it's very easy to hit my target at the 50 feet or so that it's at right now. We're going to try shooting at a farther target, so I'm going to reposition the camera. Okay, the large pine tree that you see in the center of the screen is about 75 feet away. I've zoomed in the camera a little bit. I'm at 3 times optical and with 4.5 total, including some digital zoom. I don't like using digital zoom because it distorts the image, but it's the the best I can do right now. Okay, so same as before, 3 slow aimed shots and then 3 quick consecutive shots. Aiming for about 2.5 to 3 feet above the ground. Bullseye. High. High and to the right. Alright, next we're going to shoot 3 quick shots. Alright, all 3 of those were pretty close grouping. The first shot was where I wanted it. The second shot was low and to the left, and the third shot was a little high and to the left. When you're shooting quickly, your accuracy will suffer because there is a fairly strong blowback on this pistol. I'm sorry for the weird motor sounds. Our neighbors are obnoxious. Let's see. We're going to go for a little bit farther of a target. Alright, I have the same amount of zoom on that tree. It is the same width as the large pine. Well, it's actually a slightly smaller width than the large pine tree in the previous shooting. This tree is about 110 feet, give or take. So, first shot. 3 same as before. 3 slow, 3 fast. I'm just going to aim for the tree. I don't really care where the accuracy is at. Hit. 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 Surprisingly, those shots all hit very consecutively within about a 1.5 to 2 foot radius. I'm kind of surprised, even with the cold weather, that I'm getting this much accuracy. Alright, now for 3 quick shots. Alright, the first 2 shots hit. One on the very left, very close to the edge of the tree on the left side, and the exact opposite on the other, the very close to the right side. And the third BB missed on the left side of the tree. Now that I've kind of shown you the accuracy, it's actually a really accurate gun. I'm pretty sure I could hit something farther out than that, but I just don't have a target that I can shoot at, you know, to compare accuracy. So, I'm going to post a pane with the results. And as you can see, the 50 foot and the 75 foot and the 100 foot accuracy tests, so you can kind of get you know, an idea for how accurate it is. I would say this pistol is accurate, fairly accurate to 150 feet, but the max effective range is about 100 feet. Alright, now for, you know, just some close-up fires of the pistol. Alright, hopefully this is in frame. One thing I've come to notice is the magazine that came with the pistols. Excuse my grammar. When the gun is empty, it stays back. With the replacement magazine, which is the one I'm using now, the slide will not stay back when it's out of BBs.